Resistance. You never know with Cholo American, dog. That fool's flight you dang. This shit looks tight.
AC feels good. CholoJuan looking sexy as fuck.
Hey, this is one of the most professional ones I've seen so far, dog.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. We tried. We try to exceed all expectations, homeboy.
So let's get it, man. I want to get into that Chique's history, dog, because nobody has it, dog.
Yeah, that's dope. And it's funny because that is the original thing that we started doing on the channel when we first started. Yeah. I was doing hood histories. I did homies from Lomas. That's when I did my old co-host. I did Boo Boo. And it was what I was trying to do. I was trying to get history from a lot of homies to kind of show them, hey, homie, we're not too different. Cause now
no, of course, you know. And I happen to live in an era where we're not recording yet, right?
This is not live. Doesn't mean I'm gonna use this stuff yet.
No. I lived in an era where it was more of a, let's just start recording.
That's what we're doing already, believe it or not.
Let's just get it, my boy. Introduction, my boy.
Introduction's already started. Give me some over there, Chris. We got the man, the myth, the legend. One of the hottest people on the internet right now, Mr. CholoJuan. What's good with you, homeboy?
I just want to say thank you for having me.
Of course.
805 in the building.
En la casa.
No disrespect to the LA County. I rock with the LA. I rock with all the homies, dog.
Hey, but 805... And let's just, I love just starting a conversation, right? 805, but isn't 805 huge?
805 is huge, but I gotta love it and represent it, bro, because to me, like, I grew up in the joint. I grew up in prison, bro, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when you're in a level 3 in prison, it divides.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You break it into ranflas y todo ese pedo, you know what I mean?
Simón.
So with that being said and established, the 805 is like my group, but I also grew up in the level 4 180.
And what was that like?
We're all together right there.
Oh, really?
The unity is so much more better right there, bro. You know, but I still lived in the level 3, so I know that 805 divides itself.
So the 4 was much more unity, but much more... No, they're both real dangerous, but, you know...
Oh, yeah, the 4 is more and more dangerous. Far way more dangerous, but anything could happen anywhere in prison.
Exactly.
You know
it's boring until it's not.
But in the level 4, you're just walking in eggshells. Especially back in those days, you know what I mean?
Making sure you don't say the wrong thing, do the wrong thing.
Don't disrespect nobody. Be humble, you know what I'm saying? And be real. Don't do drugs and you'll be good.
Yeah, don't put your nose in places you're not supposed to.
Straight up.
Hey, but that's one thing I've made videos about this before too, because people say, you know, how respectful people are in prison and all that. And it's true, but I think there's a different level of respect because the reason people in prison are so respectful is because that reason. Because you might crack the wrong egg, homie, and you got issues. Whereas people come out here and they don't have that form of respect.
I mean, in the Pintilla, ¿verdad? In the Pintilla dispensa. In the Pintilla, they force you to have respect.
Yeah, for sure.
You're forced. You know what I'm saying? You walk in there and at first, you know, you walk in there with the adrenaline, like, what's cracking, my boy, you know? Once you see the first pegada, the first person get airlifted, you're like, oh, wait a minute. That could happen to me next.
It's like the we're not giving you a chancla, but it's more than a chancla.
The whole macho leaves. The whole macho in you leaves, dog, and you're like, damn, dog, that was vicious right there. You know, they try to kill that fool. You know,
this is real.
They're really trying to kill this dude, you know? So you just become accustomed to be very respectful.
So do you change up because you have a unique personality about you? You're like, not always, but a lot of time on cameras, and I know cameras different in the world, but you're a lot of times very happy-go-lucky. You're fucking, you know, not too loud, but you know, you're maniac, homie. You're fucking everywhere. When you had to go to prison, did you have to learn to tone it down?
No. Why? Because I lived in a era where it was all lockdown time.
Oh, shit.
So a lot of the time I'm with my Sally. In the level 4 180s, we're coming out in concrete yard. So these guys have been down 20, 15 years, 10 years. And they don't want to be all sad and all those chulo right there. You know what I'm saying? They're happy to see somebody with the energy.
Right.
You know, and they used to take care of me because I was real young, you know? And they used to be like, hey, make sure that fool goes home. Make sure, you know, he doesn't do this, he doesn't do that. But I was always real happy. I've always been like that. What I've noticed about the level 4s, they're always trying to have fun, trying to be happy, bro, when they come out the celda.
Trying to mentally get out of that place for a minute, right? How did you keep staying in there? Because I'm sure you've seen guys lose it in there after a while.
Yeah, well, you know what? I mean, the hoyos is more where I've seen stuff like that. Like homies fall out of favor and they're no longer with us and you see them do some way out stuff. You know what I mean?
Like on like going crazy stuff or just on some snitching stuff?
I mean, that too, but I've seen fools like, damn, that fool's all blasted up. He has all kinds of tattoos. And I'll be like, damn, that fool's probably active, you know? And we're in the foyer. Next thing you know, they roll it up and everybody's cell is getting hit, you know? So I'm like, damn, what happened? What the hell?
Well, that's one thing I'm sure you've learned throughout the years, that all the tattoos, all the look, homie, isn't always what it is, right?
Yeah, no, I seen, and I learned that in the level 4 back in 09, bro. The innocent looking ones. I've seen them do some crazy stuff where they're going out of their way to just get this fool, and you know, fool ends up like almost killed, you know.
Right,
and
I'm gonna show you I ain't playing.
And to me, I was like, damn, you know, like I'm never gonna underestimate nobody no more,
right?
Because these guys, they don't look like it, but they're doing the damn thing, you know. So I learned to accept everyone that's there as a killer.
Oh, there you go.
You know what I'm saying? So everyone that's there, they're killers.
Yeah.
And I learned to accept that. You know what I mean? Whether they like it or not, that's what they are.
But that's a good way to survive.
Of course. You know, and I've always had a little bit of time, so I didn't want to go at it with them, you know?
So how old were you when you hit prison for the very first time?
The very first time I was 19.
Ay, wait, that was more.
Yeah, I was 19, bro.
You were 19, probably about 100 pounds. It was fucking Slim Maniac or what?
Did somebody say, tweaked out?
You never, fool, never. But first of all, for people who believe that I'm just on the coattail of El Rio over here with CholoJuan, me and CholoJuan been tapping in for years, bro. I remember we saw each other, I believe, at the Conejo concert. Was it the Conejo concert?
Even before that, we had talked.
Yeah,
even before that, we had talked.
We were supposed to do a mukbang, and then you got busted for a minute, and all kind of stuff going on with the Jainitas and all that.
I had all kinds of stuff going on personally in my life.
Yeah, I seen
where
that.
I was going down, but I've always wanted to come here.
That's right.
I just didn't know how to approach, because I mean, we both have a similar type of platform until you just went political and you just took off.
Yeah,
bro,
right
you know
now I'm pushing the political stuff, but this week I'm going back to the streets. I got to, because that way it gets guys like you, and like how I saw you at Prime Sting, which is cool. Is now you guys are kind of, all right, this fool's starting to make a little bit of sense of the politics, so you guys can see what's going on in the real world politics.
No. I've always said this, you know. I've always said this, like outside of camera. I said, you know what? Gil knows what he's talking about. He believes a certain way, and I'm not on that lane, so I can't speak on it.
Right.
Even when stuff has came up on your name, bro, like I don't speak on it unless I am sure.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I respect you as a man.
Thank you.
You do put it down, and I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm a little intimidated.
Hey, I was doing some homework and I sat there and I was watching the No Jumper interview. Congratulations on that with Adam. And thank you for the shout out there at the end when he was asking you about the podcast and you were saying, you know what, American Cholos in the politics, Hood Sucks on the interviews. That means a lot, homie. That really does. That you get the recognition from homies like you that, you know, are
I
out
keep
there.
it real, bro. And as a matter of fact, this week I'm gonna do a video on the YouTube Yarda.
Oh, that's gonna be hot.
And as of right now, like, you know, I think it's you, Lucky, and there's an empty seat.
Yeah, there is, but I mean, we can jump into that little realm right now, right? The YouTube Yarda. You know what needs to get done too, though, and no disrespect to those guys, but it is what it is, homie. It needs to have like maybe I can give you an idea. You need to put a map out there, or like, you know, when the feds come on and say this is this guy, this is this guy, and there's got to be a line drawn where guys are, you know, in certain. They say they're not dropouts, which is fine because they weren't part of that. Now they say we never dropped in, but. I mean, quote unquote, they're PCs, bro. So,
yes, but I mean, at the end of the day, bro, that's looking at it at a way where you're a prisoner.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's looking at it a way as business to us, gang related, all that, right? But in our reality, a lot of our subscribers care less about that.
Oh, they don't give a shit. No, I know this.
So, I mean, it'll be detrimental for us to start pushing that line because our subscribers are not going to support us, and we're going to box ourselves in. And I want homies to win, dog.
Extremely smart move on your end. This is the only thing I have on it. It's like this. We know the rules. And I'm talking about just no prison rules, just regular old gang rules, homie. You from the hood, the things you don't do is you don't snitch, you don't this, you don't talk about certain stuff. And to me, my issue with a lot of the YouTube Yarda, let's say, is this. You vatos made a decision to walk away.
Yeah.
And when I say walk away, it wasn't you were just good in the hood and you walked away and started doing your family. No, I'm talking about you guys literally did something to walk away, put yourself in a bad standing in your own neighborhood. And when you did, for people who do that, I respect it. Fucking homie, you did what you did to get out. But now you're coming, you're double dipping. Now you're coming and speaking on stuff that if you didn't walk away that way, you wouldn't be speaking on. Do you think so or not?
And I agree to a certain extent. The YouTube yada, they're looked at more like I live that life. I have some type of experience to talk about it.
Right.
But I'm a civilian now because to us they're ostracized, right?
Yes,
ostracized.
they're supposed to be.
My bad, ostracized. So they're not welcome, right? But when it comes to the YouTube yarda, is there any way?
Yeah, I'll get you right now. Don't worry
My
about
bad, perro.
No, you got it.
When it comes to the YouTube yarda, I just believe that it's the YouTube yarda, bro, and it's not a prison yard, dog. You know what I mean? And my bad, I just spilled the beans right now.
literally.
Let me get some more beer.
Yeah, give the whole roll. Give the whole roll here. He didn't read my thing. Don't fuck up my table, Holmes.
Oh man,
damn, carnal. We got to go step outside.
Let me get another soda too. Though. Like, we'll get that, though. We have to record it because I want to get paid for it. If I'm gonna get beat up, I want to get paid for it. Thank you.
It's a touchy situation, I think, on some sides of it.
Yeah.
The thing I don't really mess at all with that is because I always said, you know what, since day one, I'm not going to come in here and speak out about any prison politics.
Yeah.
And a lot of those guys do. But they're also, they be getting hypocritical as fuck, homie. They be talking on, oh, you guys shouldn't be talking about this. You guys shouldn't be talking about that. You guys are giving up the whole sopa tamale in the bank, homie. Like everything, bro.
Hey, you know what? I don't agree with that and I don't respect it. But at the same time, I'm a human being.
Right.
And as a human being, I know that my audience, at first I was all against them. I'm not going to say I'm for them. But to me, it's like this. To slice the pie, I'm going to say it like this, bro. As long as I'm not kicking it with them, I'm welcome in jail. And that's all I could say.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So if I don't kick it with them, dog, it is what it is. Whoever else has their own opinions. I'm not here to clean house. I'm not here to do none of that because I love my freedom.
Oh shit, yeah.
You know
bro.
what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna be here speaking like too negative to the point where I get myself volunteered to take care of the trash. See me entiendes?
Yeah,
With
for
all
sure.
the respect to the ones that do, I respect that, bro.
Yeah.
I respect the hell out of that. But at the same time, I want to stay free. I want to keep my subscribers. I want to grow. I don't want to go backwards.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And it is what it is. They're there. I didn't put them there. And it's too late. It's too late to start separating.
Are we ever gonna see a collab with you and one of those guys?
Negative.
Okay.
Negative. I'm never gonna be in the same room with them.
That's right.
Because I still have certain beliefs. Will I mention them? Yes.
Okay.
Because they're part of the YouTube yarda.
Yeah, for sure.
They mention me. I'm okay with it.
I just say when I say like mention and say who they are is because there's a lot of people that come and they're new to YouTube and off the top that these fools are, if you don't know them, these fools are feeding me. They got they got the platica down, this and that, and people gravitate to that, bro.
Yeah.
And then once they find out, like, what? It's like, no way, like, fool.
But that's the gang members, perro.
Huh?
That's the gang members.
Yeah, but even the gang members, most of the guys watching are gang members, fool. Let's keep it real.
I have to disagree with that one.
You don't think so?
No, because just by reading the comments, I grew up as a hardcore gang member, dog, going to prison every year, dog.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Doing the damn thing. And just by reading the comments, my mentality is not there with these people. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't correlate. So with that being said and established, I don't believe they're that type of gang member, dog. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that there's a lot of audience that wish they were, but they live a normal life.
Well, yeah. Well, I think a lot of this stuff glamorizes it.
Yeah, no, of course. I'm not trying to do that, but it is what it is.
No, you're not. I think a lot of stuff glamorizes it because, it's, the joint this, the joint that. And they're still making young people believe what you used to believe, what I used to believe. Oh, man, it's about going to jail, this and that. And I'm sure you felt like that at a certain point.
Of course. I mean, I wanted to go to jail.
Right? You wanted to get that fucking stripe. I wanted the joint.
They offered me 270 days. I said, Chalucas, I wanted the pinta.
You wanted the joint.
Yeah, I wanted a joint. And I ended up going to the joint where it was racial, dog. You know what I'm saying? Lockdown time. Back then, they used to lock you down for like whatever,
right?
Anything, any little pegada, like you're locked down. Like you get to reception, you were on lockdown because the homies took off on the huras. And it goes on for like a whole year. by the time the whole year comes, the people that did it, they're already gone. They were gone 9 months ago.
So how many times did you go to prison when you finally realized, you know what, I don't want to come back over here?
All my 20s, from 19 to 26. From 19 to 26, I caught a life case, and I was fighting it in county for 2 years and a half. The day I got to prison with an 11-year sentence, everybody recognized me, bro. I walked in the building, dog, and everybody was like, maniac, maniac. And it used to feel good. But I was like, damn, bro, like, what am I doing? You know, like, is this not the business?
It finally...
Like, I was in my cell like, man, bro, I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. And I thought I was because I had 2 strikes. So I used to think to myself, you know, like, I wouldn't share it with the camaradas, but I used to think, like, you know what? If I get out, I'm going to try my best to be free.
But you wouldn't want to share with nobody.
No. It's a weakness.
That's crazy, right?
It's a weakness, you know, which it should be encouraged. It's looked at as weakness, bro. You know, like, oh, this fool don't want to do this. They'll pick on you, you know?
They'll look for a reason to try to
get
me,
you. I was still with the full flex functions.
Right.
I just said, if I get out.
In your head, you're telling yourself, that's it, bro.
No, if I get out, I'm not saying, you know, I'm going to get out because things happen.
Okay.
But if I get out, ya estuvo. You know what I'm saying? But the right way.
Of course. Yeah, absolutely.
So, I mean, I had a couple, you know, you
couple
never know.
Hiccups here and there.
It's like, it could kick off with the juras any day, and I was always like nervous about that, dog, because there's fools that just don't know how to talk, you know. And
yeah, they escalate shit.
I'm not gonna see you fight the juras. I was thinking in my head, like, man, I'm gonna have to like run over there against the juras, act like I'm gonna attack them, and then just fall.
You're gonna do that TikTok where everybody's working, that vato's walking around like he's moving shit.
One of those, perro, you know?
Oh shit! What is one of the things that you miss the most about being outside? Not family.
Family, pero
no, but not family. Excluding family, excluding women's parts.
Okay, I'm gonna say the beach, the ocean, cause I'm from Oxnard.
Oh, that's right.
I'm from Oxnard. We got the beach, you know, and now like I wake up in the morning. I wake up real early, and I just go to the beach and I just look at it. You know, I smell it. You know, because once you've been, I don't know how long you did, but once you've been down for like 4 or 5 years, the moment you get out of prison, it's a different smell, bro. It's a different. You catch it, bro.
For sure.
You catch it, bro.
For sure.
And I smell it, and I take little things like that.
The
you know,
tension's not there. It's a different world. You're in the free world, bro.
Just the smell is different. You know, the tension's different. Like everything's different. You know, but when I go to the beach, I look at normal people that are just walking there. You know, and I'm like, damn, bro. You know, I'm living the life that I wanted.
That's right.
Even though, like, don't get me wrong, if somebody hits me, I'm gonna fight back.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying? I try to diffuse the situation, but sometimes you can't, bro, because I ain't no punk, I ain't no bitch. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
if people try to treat me like that, then they're gonna find out that that's not what I am.
They're gonna find out the difference. Now let's get some history going over here, Mr. Maniac. So let's
CholoJuan in the building.
CholoJuan in the building. So let's let's talk about, you know, your upbringing as a young guy in your neighborhood and some history of your neighborhood, brother. So the whole area. Man,
my neighborhood is rich in history, so we're not going to be able to cover it all.
Okay.
But I can start when I look. Before I got jumped in, before I got indoctrinated and all that, my neighborhood was going at it. They had 2 sides of the neighborhood. It's not
same barrio going at it?
Same barrio.
Okay.
Same barrio. My homeboy Big Peligro. Shout out to my homeboy Big Peligro. He got arrested with the homeboy Snipes. This is all documented, you know. He got arrested for allegedly, you know.
Yeah,
doing his thing against the homies from the hood, you know.
Oof.
And it was back and forth. There was a lot of stabbings. There was a lot of shootings, you know. And the neighborhood was feared, you know. Like, enemies will come and it'll be gunplay. Yeah, of course, the enemies were big, so they victimized a good handful of homies, you know. I'm not going to lie. But the homies were fierce, you know. So I grew up like that, looking up to them like, damn, these fools are crazy, you know. But then I seen my homies get shot by enemies. I seen the homies shooting at each other, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's part of the history that I'm not going to be able to cover because it's before my time.
Quite.
But once my time started, I started in junior high. And just alone in that junior high, there was 20 or 30 gang members from the rival hood. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention patrolling all Chiques. You know what I'm saying? The only area that didn't really get patrolled was my neighborhood, with all due respect to all the others, and Southside, the heart of Southside. You know, they wouldn't walk around there. But the whole rest of the city, it was pretty much the Colonia Chiques, you know?
Chiques, yeah.
So I grew up in an era that you will never see again, because back in those days, the city of Chiques, this is the layout. According to law enforcement, you know what I'm saying? Colonia Chiques is the biggest barrio in the 805, okay? They're in the city of Oxnard. That's where I'm from. So they don't get along with nobody in Oxnard. They don't get along with Camarillo. There's one hood right there, or Ventura Avenue, right? So now, in the city of Oxnard, they're so big, right, that they're everywhere. Everywhere. So all the little barrios would have like 20, maybe 30 gang members. And this was our hundreds.
Rather deep.
So they're going at it with every hood in Chiques, dog, which is Squire, Southside, Lemonwood, Surtown, El Rio. Northside wasn't really around. They're coming back right now.
Okay.
You know, and then there some tagging crews and then you know, so basically when I hit the halls, everybody was together. Like it'll be the Colonia boys, there'll be like 15, anywhere from 10 to 15 inmates. The units only hold 30, 32.
Okay.
So we would have like maybe one or two fools from different hoods against all the other ones. So they get to rotate. You know, they can rotate you for like 6 months straight, and you'll never fight the same one because there's so many of them, you know? So we would fluctuate into getting along with each other, all the other barrios, and that was my first time in juvenile halls. Once I got out, I started going to this high school named Gateway. At Gateway, a lot of barrios used to go there except for Colonia. Colonia used to go to Frontier. I went there too, but I'll get there in a little bit.
Let's do it.
So basically, Lemonwood Chiques and Surtown Chiques were going to the same school. I'm not going to mention the names, but there was this one dude that had a hyena, that had a family from Lemonwood. He was from Surtown, didn't like that one individual from Lemonwood. They had words. That's how the barrio started. There was shootings. I don't know who did the shootings.
Over a woman, over a chick.
No. It was just like, I don't like this fool.
That's it.
I don't like this fool. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who did the shootings, but I'm pretty sure
But that's what started the beef in their neighborhoods.
That's how the beef started between Lemonwood and Surtown.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So plain and simple, that's how it started. I'm not going to go into the intricate details because, of course, I can't.
Of course.
You know? Like I said, I don't know who did what, but that's what started the pleito, you know? So now Lemonwood and Surtown don't get along, right? So now there was a kid from Surtown, Chiques, that used to go on bikes, kick it with his homeboys, and then live by Southside Chiques. So they see him on a bike, you know what I'm saying? They see him on a bike, they beat him up, take his shoes. He happened to be related to a bunch of other Surtown boys, and it kicked off just like that, bro.
Shit.
So now Southside and Surtown don't get along no more. You know?
All the small allies that are coming together to try to fight the big guys are starting to fight each other.
And it's funny how you say that because they used to call us the runaways, the get-alongs.
Oh.
We used to call them the runaways because they were so big. Of course, in the hood, they had a lot of solid homies. But sometimes they had fools that weren't really from the hood and they would run.
So
you know what I'm saying? So we would call them the runaways. They would call us the get-alongs.
Now, when you got into El Rio, you guys already had established beef. Rivalries. Yeah, beef.
Yeah, Colonia.
How far does that rivalry go, as far as you know?
As far as like, I met, in 2006, I met a Reno Morales from Colonia Chiques. He said he used to kick it from Colonia to El Rio with my older homeboys, and that they were feed me. Everything was cool, but somehow, some way, on Cooper Road cruising days,
oh shit!
I believe it has to do over a hyena or something.
Of course,
something kicked off. I can't pinpoint the year because these barrios go way back, and that's how that started.
Okay,
you know what I mean? But by the time I got in, it was already kicking off. You know.
And now the Chiques name, is that the name of the city out there? Because Colonia Chiques I've heard of. I heard you say Chiques sometimes.
Yeah.
But is Chiques a city, a name? What's the actual phrase come from?
Oxnard has a plaqueazo, named Chiques. It's like Pacoima has Pacas.
Oh,
same thing, bro.
Okay, makes
sense.
Same
thing, dog. Like, you ain't never gonna find out white Pacas. You know what I mean? It rhymes. You know what I'm saying? But they call it Pacas for a reason. More park, more fast.
Like Sawtell, it's really Sawtell. Okay.
Fillmore Filtros. You know what I'm saying? Oxnard is Chiques.
So somebody from way back when made the name Chiques. Okay, but not everybody claims Chiques, right?
In the city of Oxnard, they do. My neighborhood in the 80s kicked off with a clique. Before that, the homies claimed Chiques, but only in prison.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Only in prison. Outside of prison, my neighborhood doesn't really claim Chiques. When I got jumped in, I kind of started, like, we had a crew of nothing but homies that claimed it.
Right.
I have older homies that do. I have older homies that don't. But right now, I'm outnumbered. I'm probably like one of the only ones that claims the Chiques, you know?
Okay, so now let's get back on track. You were telling me about the rivalry with the Sur guys, and now what are you guys doing? Like,
so now Sur Town, South Side start going at it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? According to law enforcement. You know what I'm saying? And now there's Squires in South Side, which is right next to each other.
What are they called? Squires?
Squires Drive Chiques.
Okay, Squires Drive Chiques.
They there's like some type of party going on. Females involved, family members involved. Somebody from one hood hits the female.
Oh.
And that's what started everything. That's what started everything. And then nowadays we have in 2005 they kicked off with another barrio named Guainini side Chiques, Hell side of Oxnard.
Okay.
You know, and then my neighborhood, there was our little tagging crew that tried to get rebellious, you know. They call them KS. There's probably like one or two left, you know, but they're in the system. They're not outside, you know. And that's pretty much overall the how the barrios broke off. Now it's like nobody really gets along.
It's a free for all now, like everybody.
From then to now, you know, now it's a little bit more calm. But for a lot of years, it was like hectic, you know. It was really, really hectic. And then after that, you know, I wanted to touch on a lot of people trip on red, the red color. I go places, say, why you wear red? Like, this cup is red right here, man.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? But see, trip out.
Yeah.
So, in my neighborhood, in my city, in my area, as a whole, we don't trip on that. So, in my city, in my whole county, period, like, according to law enforcement, gang members wear football attire and they make it into gang paraphernalia.
Right.
So if I'm on probation, I got gang terms, I can't wear Raiders because that stands for El Rio. Colonia Chiques can't wear Cowboys.
Yeah, they stay
Lemonwood can't wear Lions. Squires Drive can't wear San Diego Chargers. Southside Chiques, they can't wear Chicago White Sox.
Damn, man, it's tough to be a sports fan in Oxnard, bro.
Yeah, no, of course.
Shit.
No, of course. So Surtown Chiques, they can't wear Georgetown. Dude. Loma Flats, they can't wear the Dukes. You know, who am I missing, dog? Northside Chiques, they can't wear North Carolina, right? So it's foreign to us. It's a little extraterrestrial to us.
Right.
To trip on the color, red, blue. If anything, my enemigas might wear blue because they wear the Cowboys.
Cowboys, that's
you
right.
You know what I'm saying? So I never really wore blue. And I would look like they would tell me in my city, you look like a Colonia boy wearing all that blue.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much how it boils down to. And when I'm outside the city and I'm wearing my color, whatever, you know, and other people trip, it's a trip to me.
But I think that, I mean, obviously in certain cities, that is a thing, right?
But not down here.
Yeah, bro.
Not down here.
Down here, it is not.
If you're from Inland Empire, dog, and you're going to be trying to push that line, shouldn't you be pushing the line on the people from your area first? Because there's red raggers over there.
I'm sure there is.
You see what I'm saying? There's red raggers over there. So it's a little, I feel like pick and choose. You know what I mean?
Maybe politicking.
Well, I'm not going to say that word because I don't like that word, you know, but it's selective.
Right,
you know?
selective something.
You know, selective something, you know, so...
Yeah, like out here in North Hollywood, nah, we don't care. We got homies that wear red sometimes and we'll just mess around. What's up, blood?
I don't feel like nobody really cares, even in the Inland Empire, bro. I just feel like there's certain people that try to make it a thing, which is really not, I got love for the Inland Empire, dog. There's nothing but good homies over there.
Not to mention any names. I saw you had not even an issue. You had some words for one of the homies up there. Shout out to him. And I've never seen you come out of character like that. But I saw you come out of character, say some words that I was like, ooh, even when I was hearing that, I was like, oh, what are you doing, Juan?
No, you know what? And it's my bad because first off, I don't want to apologize to the homie individual, as an individual.
Yes.
But I apologize to the audience that they never seen me do that before, bro, because it's wrong. It's wrong. But also, I feel like the way they went about what they went about,
right.
I feel like it's disgusting. I feel like it's not proper, and I feel like it's unprofessional, dog. You know what I'm saying? First off, there's a caller. I don't know how you handle your callers, you know what I'm saying? But there's a caller that starts disrespecting. They let him go on too long.
Yeah, listen, bro. With me, when we do phone calls, Chris already knows. Chris brings the phone to me. And as soon as somebody starts getting like that, I got to hang up on him, bro.
Right? So, for whatever reason, they let him go on too long. I feel like that was unprofessional.
But you know why?
No, but because I was there to make peace, bro. They knew it. They invited me. I'm a guest. You go to my neighborhood, I invite you to my neighborhood, Gil. I don't care who it is, if it's my homies or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
if
sure.
If they're tripping on you, bro,
yeah.
I'm going to step in and be like, look, bro, you're getting trip on me.
Yes.
If you see them somewhere else, that's on you.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're my guest and I don't want to ruin my reputation.
Exactly, because then your reputation will be, this fool let somebody else come in here.
You see what I'm saying?
It's like backdooring you from this one they backdoored you from a phone call, but I was surprised you went out there on Haters World and kind of, I mean, something's gonna come, bro.
Yeah, but I mean,
hey, shout out to Hater World, bro. I mean,
shout out to the homie, though, but I expected professionalism, bro.
I get that.
Because he's always talking about professionalism.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? The phone call went on too long. I asked him to hang up.
I heard
then
that.
5 minutes later, people are tripping on him. He's hanging up right away. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
and I called him on it. I called him on it right then and there, bro. And I told him, hey, look, check it out, bro. Like, when it's me, you let it go on. But when
you
it's
let it ride.
Yeah, so I mean,
he pulled the Adam 22 on you, fool.
So even that,
that's
right?
what Adam does.
So even that, right? I was like, okay, whatever. But then you have the nerve, dog, to give this phone caller a platform, bro.
Oh,
you see what I'm saying? And not only that, the caller, comes in with I don't know how many people. He has a representative to talk for him. He's a grown-ass man. I feel like the whole thing was disgusting. That's the way I'm looking at it. You know what I mean? And that's why I got out of character.
Okay.
Because, I'm not going to say I regret what I said, but I do feel like it's wrong.
Right. No, listen, you made a video, apologizing, saying, it was some grown man shit. To me, it was some grown man shit. And it was like, you know what, dude, I'm putting this to the side of me. It is what it is. But on some real shit, I got to respect that. I can't sit there. It's easier to just sit there and say, you know what, F you, and just keep this shit going. No.
And I feel like the homeboy's being very unprofessional because he gets on another podcast. And he's over there like, wow, the homeboy apologized, so I ain't got to respond to it, right? Oh. Like, if it was me, right? And he would have never talked about me. See, like, I'm not even going to mention the dude by name because he's irrelevant, to be honest
we're not
me,
trying to rehash it in a bad way.
So, no, but I feel like he's being very unprofessional, especially after I apologize.
But I think, well, let me be in his shoes for a minute, right? I think that he still obviously feels a certain way because the shit that you said. So he's like, well, his thing is right now, let everybody know, listen, this.
I didn't say no lies, though.
Well,
I mean, you're kicking it with this one person, bro, that everybody knows. You're kicking it with this one person that everybody knows. It's no longer with us.
Right.
You're wrong right there. For whatever reason, saved you, it is what it is. I'm not going to speak on that.
Right.
But, I mean...
But to me, it's just, you know what? I hope we can just start putting some of this stuff behind us. But it seems like the internet is... And when we first started on the internet, bro, you were there not too far off when I first started. Maybe you were there first. I don't know, Juan. But
I was watching first, maybe.
Okay.
But I seen you come in. with, another individual that is from around here.
Yeah, we had our difference of opinions also. But I've always seen you as like a positive guy trying to do his thing. And I know you've seen that too. But now it seems like the internet is making more enemies where we don't need them. And
yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, you know what? There's just people that I've been struggling, dog, to get on the YouTube yarda for years, and nobody ever cared. Nobody ever cared. Nobody ever, like, you know, try to reach out. Of course, there's people like you.
I invited you years ago.
There's people that did, like yourself. And like I said, I was going downhill.
Right.
There's people like Icon. He invited me like way before.
Okay.
You know, and there's good people that reached out. But the ones that are tripping now did not. They're not the ones that reached out, bro. You know what I'm saying? They never said nothing. I've been wearing red for a long time. They never said nothing. Now that I feel like I got the cameras on me, they want to step up and make it a content out of it. You know what I mean?
Of course. That happens a lot.
I would ask you, bro, as a man, right? You call in, you disrespect everybody. The vato said verbatim, I'm tired of all Southern raza that wears red rags.
Yeah, you can't say
Okay?
that.
He said that, right?
Yeah.
And then, let's say you said that, but then you show up with the homie that's going to speak for you, and then your little backup or whatever,
right.
And you backtrack. Oh, no, I'm only tripping on CholoJuan. How do you think that looks? Would you get down like that?
Yeah, no. I first of all would never make a phone call and let nobody say anything like that just off the top. That's something you can, you know, we're homies enough where you can call somebody if you really feel that way. But to me, it's like we some grown ass men, homie. Who you gonna tell? Like I could see if you're rocking a big old catorce and you're trying to like rep some shit. Well, that's another one. That was another one. I was gonna get to that.
You know?
Like the homies, us and the homies Planton are like this, homie, and it would be like telling one of those guys, hey, you can't be wearing that. Like, come on, 14th Street, homie. So
how are you gonna tell another man how to live his life, especially after sacrificing so many years in prison, bro? Like, I'm just trying to live my life, bro. I don't want no problems. You know?
Absolutely. I think sometimes people just, you know, like you said, they want to look for certain issues and all that. To me, I've never had an issue. You got guys, I want to say from Culver City that wear the red. Wilmas, I believe it. There's a few more hoods out there. And if I'm wrong in the ones, I'm sorry. But there is a few hoods that that's what they rock, homie. And we down here, we've never tripped on any of that.
Okay, but to answer the question, right? How do you look at the situation at hand? The caller goes on too long. Now he shows up to give him a platform, but he shows up with a gang of fools, and he has someone right next to him that has nothing to do with what he said, because it's not even involving me.
Right.
He's talking about me, but it's not me, you know? And he has someone to speak for him. How do you think that looks, bro? Would you do that?
Me personally, I wouldn't do that. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't do that. But I think maybe from their end, they were trying to make a bag out of it. I don't know. That's kind of what I'm thinking. They were trying to make a bag and maybe try to pump it up more to make a boxing thing with you because everybody was all excited to see something like that. And that may have been their thing, but I would think it would have been a more business savvy move to hit you up before that and say, hey, CholoJuan, check it out, fool. We're going to call you. This bot's going to call you. He's going to tell you this. He's going to tell you that. Just go along with it. And then you would know, all right, dude, this guy's kind of bullshitting. But to call another man and kind of press up on some gangster stuff, what's going to happen is your wall's going to go up and you're back to the home.
And that's exactly what happened because I just wanted them to know, dog, that they're not going to be able to bully me.
Right, of course.
Even though the guy, you know.
I get it.
It is what it is. You know, it's a dead issue. But that was like a little flex, like, like, look. Back up, Bessie. Back up, Bessie.
I think the more time
and
goes...
it's no disrespect to Inland Empire, bro.
No, shout out to the homies in IE, bro.
I got nothing but love for them. I'm trying to squash all this, right? Because at the end of the day, they went about it wrong. That's on them, dog.
Right.
They would have came at me with respect. How am I going to invite somebody to make a bag with me? First off,
right.
If you don't have a platform, I'll be putting you on. First off. Without me, how are you going to make that bag?
Right.
Right? Second of all, you came disrespectful. How am I going to just put somebody on that's coming disrespectful? Make that make sense to me.
Right, yeah. I don't think it's going to make sense to you.
You know what I'm saying? So... that's where I'm at with that, bro.
But I think, listen, Hater World gets a lot of hate. How are you in Hater World right now as far as relationship wise? Is it like... Look,
Haters World is... I'm not going to lie, bro. He's a very intelligent individual.
Yeah.
He washed his hands with me, bro, and left me with all the pleito, dog. Hey, you know what? Me and you, we good. We're right here, bro. And just leave me out of it.
Oh, shit.
But I mean, with all due respect, the homeboy started the whole thing, bro.
Well,
that's his people right there.
Haters World listen, shout out to Haters World. I see what the homie's doing, but he's kind of taking the playbook of Adam 22, bro, when he's doing that stuff. Because Adam would do the exact same thing. Adam will find somebody who he just brought on, like a lefty, and then who's lefty got beef with? Oh.
Look, as long as Adam got my back, I got his back, dog.
Oh, but Adam only got your back for as long as he needs you. For after that, that fool will throw you to the wolves. Fool.
It's all good.
Don't believe for 1 second. That fool will sell his old lady. Fool, you think he gonna sell your ass?
Nah, I'm not gonna speak on that, but going back to the situation at hand, bro.
Shout out to Adam.
But going back to the situation at hand, it's just disgusting, bro. You call, you disrespect somebody, they give you a platform, you show up with somebody to speak for you. As a grown-ass man, you're speaking of stuff that you don't even know about because you never been to the joint. You know what I'm saying?
Never busted either?
I guess they asked him. I didn't see the show, you know?
Okay.
I guess they asked him and he can't see. There's a lot of things that they were asking him for the little clips that I seen.
Yeah.
And the other individual was answering for him. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, just based on that, bro, I just looked at it like, this is lightweight. You know?
Well, I think all that could have been avoided by just a click of a phone. It would have just been hang up on this guy and that's it. Like I got guys calling in and I'll hang up on them, bro. Like especially on my guests, bro.
Right?
I mean, I'm not gonna let him unless my guest is like, no, fuck that, let it run. If
of course.
If my guest says let it run, but once it gets to that, I'm like, nah, homie, you're getting too high power on the phone.
I mean, if it would have been like, let it run, let all the phone calls run.
Yes, there you go.
And then I would have been like, you know what? It's not the homie's fault.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I'm not gonna say how they're related, but he knows that that's his people, dog.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So do you feel you feel backstabbed by haters?
I mean, I told him what I felt on the live. Okay. I told him, hey, dog, why not do it? Why not let it go for your phone calls?
Oh, did you?
Yeah, on the live. You know?
Okay, what did he say?
But I wasn't flexing. I wasn't being aggressive. I wasn't tripping on it. Like I said, they showed me hospitality, but I just feel like that was unprofessional. And it is what it is. To me, it's in the past.
Have you talked to Blue Devil since then?
Yeah, I talked to him, but like I said, he wants nothing to do with that.
All right.
And it is what it is. It happened. I'm not trying to revive it. And even if it does,
not at all. No, we're not.
Even if it does revive, I personally am on the stance where you gotta get on my level. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna give you no free clout because that's what I notice.
Oh yeah,
they want.
Getting up in the world is.
You know what I'm saying? So I look at myself like, I'm not gonna say I'm top 5 on the YouTube yarda, but my name's ringing bells.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, right now you're definitely hot out there, homeboy.
So I'm not gonna. It's like Blue Devil. Like when me and him were going at it back and forth. He would say, I'm not going to give you no free clout. He wouldn't put my name on the fucking thing.
Of course. That's the power.
And that's what I'm going to do now.
It's fucked up, but when people go back at it and forth, the one I would laugh when you would call them was, no disrespect to Caperucita Roja.
They paid him when we were there live. They paid him like $20 for me to say it, and he said, "Go ahead, fool."
Oh shit!
And I gotta give it to him. That he knows how to make money.
He's a smart individual, bro. He's a smart individual. Like I said, I know people that get very upset at him and all that. I see the gameplay that fool's doing, bro. I do. I see it, and I'm like, I'm like sometimes like, I wait, because it's tough, homie. Doing that day in and day out brings just a lot of energy, not great energy,
Yeah, no, of course.
And that's why with him, I think he's kind of toned it down just a bit right now.
Well, I feel like, honestly, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like when I came into his podcast, I revived him.
Okay.
He was already like drowning, dog, asking for help. You know what I mean? I came in and he went back up to a certain extent, dog. But I don't feel like he's at the place where he was at 2 years ago.
No, he's doing good. The thing is this with the YouTube yard, like with me, you'll see right now because when I start talking politics, unfortunately, that doesn't sell, bro. So it'll go as soon as your shit drops, guess what? Here goes the numbers again.
No,
if I bring somebody else,
he doesn't really have that consistency, bro. You stay up and down,
right?
And it's consistent all year. He goes up and then he goes down forever.
It's the drama. You got to keep that drama going. If that's what you're like with Adam, the reason he would get a lot of because somebody new's fighting. Brick Baby's fighting this guy's fighting this guy.
But there's times that I speak on stuff that is not even drama, and I mean it still sells. You know, I still get views.
But you're that guy. No, that's what makes you special. And you said yourself you're not offended by people calling you the Mexican Crip Mac, homie.
No. I mean, you know what? Like, as far as nothing really offends me unless you call me a bitch or a punk.
No, of course,
you know what I'm saying?
homie, of course.
I'm here to be a good sport. I'm here to participate. You know, and if I can make you some type of feria, it's all good as long as I'm not being called out on my name.
And to me, when I hear you say the Mexican Crip Mac, I see the Crip Mac part that very likable guy. For the most part, always in a good type of mood, you know, doing always like kind of positive. Crip Mac will have his thing, but obviously, you know, he's got a little bit of issues up there, bro.
Yeah, no.
But for you, it's just
no disrespect to Crip Mac, because I can already see Lupe calling him, talking about CholoJuan and American Cholo. We're talking bad about him.
So that to me is a good thing because, you know, you're becoming a YouTube sensation. And to me, it's even better because it's all about timing, homie. Now you're out there doing your rounds.
Yes.
Everybody knows who CholoJuan is.
Yes.
But this when you This is when you have to. You gotta get some real thick skin, fool. Because the higher you go up this game, the more people are gonna find a reason to hate on you. And aside from that you just happened, have you started seeing any more of that coming through?
No. Usually everybody shows me a lot of love, especially LA.
That's right.
LA don't care what you wear.
No, we don't care, fool.
Like the homies from LA, you know. But overall, I feel like I'm at a great place. And I want to keep it going. You know, I don't want to go back. I don't want to keep arguing with people.
No, you shouldn't, bro.
And at the end of the day, bro, I feel like I want to become a professional, which I don't feel like I am yet.
Okay, but you're getting there.
You know, I want to one day have a team where they train me on how to act and what not to respond to. And
the respond part is, that's something you're gonna have to learn.
Yeah, because as soon as somebody trips on me, I could already see me. And you seen it, even though I caught onto it, you know. But I said what I said, you know, and that's like it's not good because you're making enemies. But the homie just showing up the way he did and the way he spoke of me, he already made it awkward between us.
Right.
So I said, it's not going to hurt. You know, ahí te va, sas. Toma.
Yeah, but
take this to the hospital real quick.
So let's talk a little bit about this. Like, I don't know if that guy was in jail or not. I remember having a conversation with two guys who were very well known. This was a few years back when every once in a while the North and South thing comes up. Right?
Yeah. You know what? I hate to interrupt you.
Shoot.
But I commend you. You are the first one that had the balls, because before it was like, oh, what can I say? What can't I say? You opened the door to talk about that, to have that talk.
Yeah, I remember.
And I remember you dropped it, it blew up, and I was even like, damn, if this will go to jail, you know, they're going to get him, don't you know what I mean?
Gracias.
And then it just became normal.
Yeah.
To me, like, I'm on YouTube, and I look at the footprint like this, the blueprint. The blueprint is like this. If Lefty Gunplay could do it, then so can I. As long as I don't say more than him, I should be good.
Well, that's not a great way to look at it, but yeah.
I mean, you know.
Because eventually, what happened? Well, you know.
Nah, but I mean, you get what I'm saying.
No, I do get what you're saying. But when I spoke on it. I never bring up the politics on it. I just bring up the fact that it's just two gangs, homie. When you break it down to the nitty gritty, homie, it's a Rio, it's North Hollywood. It's a Rio, it's a Chicas. It's a Rio, so whatever. It's just a different, but they're fighting in a different place.
Me personally, I try to like keep it if it's documented or not. If it's not documented, I'm not gonna say dates. I'm not gonna say names. I'm not gonna say stuff like that. I'm gonna say it in a way that I could have been like I was talking about yesterday. They go check it out. Nothing happened yesterday.
Of course.
And they can never pinpoint it, even though they might try to, but they won't be able to. So as long as it's not documented, you gotta like color it in a way that is gonna be white, gray, and black.
Yeah, it's just,
you know,
you're just talking
blending in something like the flag back there, you know?
There you go.
And that's the way I do my stuff, dog. But I respect certain people, and I never talk about them.
Right.
No matter what. And that's just
absolutely.
And that's just how I feel safe. You know what I mean? Out of respect, but I also feel safe going about it that way.
Right.
You know, I'm not over here like, Other people, I'm gonna get you on a phone call. Hey, you're gonna get that phone call. Like, I feel like that's talking too much. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. They're saying it for a reason. So I just know that the feds is watching.
Oh, they're watching everything, fool. Everything.
I know that for a fact. But I just know that they're watching, and that's bringing too much heat into the you know.
No, but they're watching every single channel, bro. Every single thing, and I think they're getting a lot of information out of it nowadays. I think it's making their job so much easier because they're like, all right, we got this guy, get his Instagram, get that guy's Instagram. When you cut your case, they have all you guys on wiretaps, and all this has already been documented as well?
Yeah, no, they had me on. I've been arrested. I've been indicted for the wicked hand indictment, and it was 27 arrested, and it was a state wiretap and a federal wiretap.
Shit.
So we had 2 wiretaps.
At the same time?
At the same time. We had 2 different agencies following us. And it's, I'm glad to be out here, bro, you know?
For sure.
I don't brag about it. I just, the way I say it is like this, bro. I'm happy to be out after this. Because
out of all 26 convictions and everybody
got convicted. There was a few that didn't get caught. They're still on the run.
Oh, shit.
You know?
But they're looking for him.
I'm pretty sure they are. I don't know. I can't tell you that.
Yeah.
You got to tell the district attorney on that one.
Shots fired.
Nah, but you know, I took my time. I stepped up as a man. I said, you know what? I did it and I don't regret it. I'm guilty. You know, I took my time. They gave me 11 years with half because I didn't have no strikes. I did 5 and some change. And now I'm out.
They gave you state time for that or fed time?
So like I said, there was 2 agencies looking at us. The FBI had barely started following us. There was 2 informants. Sonny from Ventura, Chivis from Colonia. Sonny was for the feds.
Oh, shit.
Chivis was for the state. Jeez. So I was already like too caught up with the state when the FBI started watching me. They had barely. If I would have stayed out 6 more months,
the feds would have had a case on you.
I wouldn't be out right now.
Yeah, you would have been done.
I wouldn't be out right now. And I know they probably get mad, but it is what it is, you know? I don't live that life no more. I don't commit crimes. I slash a little tire here and there. Break a little window here and there. You know what I mean?
Shit. Allegedly.
No, I did it. I did it, you know? But, I mean, if somebody needs to run the fade and I know you, we run it, you know?
Homie.
But I don't do no hard crime.
Shit. So what's your go-to punch? You got the left hook, you got the right hook, or you just like little movida? What you got?
You know what? I'll bite you. I'll kick you.
Look at Gaga.
You ever had a fight in a cell?
Yeah.
You're fighting for your life, perro.
Yeah, because nobody's there.
You know, your back is against the locker. You know? Like you're trying to like kick this fool into the bunk, you know?
Yeah, because if you get knocked out, you know, you're done.
Nah, they'll slap. You'll die.
You'll die. Oh, shit. So everything goes, homie.
Anything goes.
Hey, you guys better know that shit, homie. With CholoJuan said everything goes.
I'm not even trying to go there with nobody.
Nah, I'll play
I'm not trying to go there with nobody. I'm just saying, like, with all due respect, like, you know, it is what it is. Fuck around and find out.
It's a street fight, bro.
It is what it is.
It's a street fight, fool. Is there rules in a street fight?
No.
Right? Right? Ponte trucha, güey.
Nah, you know, I tried to not go there. Since I've been out, I had a few fights, but it's all been like a business, you know?
Real quick.
Like, I respected you in the past. You're from the hood. Now you're out. We run it.
Real quick. That's right.
We run it. And, of course, when you fight somebody from the hood, there's rules.
Yeah, SOC.
You know,
SOC,
there's ethics.
Well, there's a couple of fools. No,
well, I mean, in my neighborhood, there's ethics. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Now, when you got put onto the hood and you got jumped in, when was the first time you figured out this ain't a game? Because a lot of times, you know, you get in, es puro show, I'm gonna say el rey,
No, when they beat me up, bro. When the homies beat me up,
that was that.
Yeah, bro. They were just serving me, dog. And this is our older dudes, you know? And I remember not being able to breathe and just going dizzy. And they were like, get up, Pese. The enemy's ain't gonna let you get up. And like real quick getting up because I knew that if I didn't get up, it would be worse.
Oh, shit. So the homies put it on you.
No, the homies put it on me, dog, you know? And then, like, you know, my homeboy went to the hospital. You know, people start getting shot.
Right.
We're driving in our car. I get off to hit some fools up. they take off, come back and crash the car, total the car, and just little stuff like that, you know? Like, I knew it was serious.
Throughout this time, I don't think I've ever heard you speak about your parents. Were your parents around here?
Yeah, my parents are, you know, I keep them out of my life because they're Mexican, bro, and they had nothing to do with this.
Okay.
You know, so out of respect for them, you know?
For sure.
But yeah, I had a very strong support system growing up. I just chose to be a...
Siblings?
Siblings, yeah, my siblings are all professionals, dog. One of them's in the army. One of them served time in the army. He's a veteran.
While you were serving time in the joint?
Yeah.
You're the black sheep, fucking Juan?
You know what? Like, I was on a mission to put my neighborhood on the map, even though it was already on the map.
I get it. No, I get it.
But, like, I was entrenched in that lifestyle, bro. You know, I just loved it too much.
Now, I seen the...
But... breaking news, my son started walking yesterday, bro.
Oh, that's right, homeboy. How old is he?
He's going to be 2 in August.
That's dope.
It's already August, no?
August is coming in a few days. You know, the rent's due, people. The rent's due.
The rent's due, boy! Yeah.
So, you only have one child right now?
Yeah. That's my first blood son. You know, I have my stepdaughter.
Yes.
My bonus daughter, and I love her just the same.
That's
you know?
what's up. Good for you, homie. That's a great thing. How is it being a father, man?
Man, bro, you know, it's ups and downs. I don't feel like I'm doing everything I have to. I mean, I've been to jail while being a father, you know. I've been a drug addict while being a father, and it's just, I'm going to try to do my best, you know. Hopefully, you know, something comes from this YouTube stuff. If not, I'm in the union. Local 585.
Oh, that's what's up, homie. That's right.
Matter of fact, I got hired by this company, but they said they're not going to take me until, like, there's some equipment missing or something. Once they get it, and you know, we get paid $40 an
what
hour.
union is that one?
Laborers.
Oh, the laborers union out there in Ventura?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Good for you, homie. That could change your life, fucking Juan.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But you got to go to Jale, homes. You can't be fucking partying away, carnal.
No, you know what? I've always been a good worker. I was with this company, American Civil Constructors over there in up north.
Okay.
And I was like traveling, like, you know.
I saw you were going to compas and everybody else, right?
like 6 months, dog, and it was good, you know, but I went to jail.
How the compas treat you at work?
I mean, it was all like it wasn't even the compas, you know. This was all like homies or homies' brothers. Maybe not to the extent, you know.
Right.
But it was all love, you know. It was blacks. Blacks were showing love.
Everybody was a mixture.
Yeah, they were from Stockton, the blacks, you know, from Crow Valley.
Didn't you also work? I think at was it a gardening thing or something? I know you see your show when you were first starting.
Yeah, my landscaping. I was doing landscaping, and then I was doing tree service.
Okay.
Before I got into the union, and that was cool too. We used to go to Bishop, 5 hours. It's a 5-hour drive, and we used to stay there for 10 days.
Oh shit!
Come back. That's how I got off parole. Because I was on parole 16 years.
Shit.
I was on parole 16 years, perro. That's why when I see, like, homies, you know, like, no disrespect to the homies, but when I see fools that are trying to portray themselves as career criminals, I'm like, that's nothing like I was doing.
Right. So, as far as work, what was the hardest thing to, like, overcome coming out of prison, and now you got somebody telling you what to do at work? Did you ever have any issues with that? Well,
growing up, I had a homie named Turo from Squires Drive, Chiques. He told me something one time. He told me, look, when you're at work, he told me like this, when I'm at work, I'm not Turo from Squires. He said, when I'm at work, I'm an employee.
Yes, sir.
And these people are my boss, and they come at me certain ways. As long as they don't push it, I have to respect it and act a certain way because I feed my family like this.
Yes, sir.
And it stuck with me, you know? So when I got out, it was hard because sometimes they use words they shouldn't. But, I mean, if you talk to them and there's communication is key.
Yes, sir.
And, I mean, I've always been a good worker, and also I never had an issue.
Yeah, I always seen guys come out of jail. Most of the time, they're very good workers, but it's hard for them to, hey, motherfucker, come on, let's go.
See, I mean, you got the ones that want to succeed,
right?
And you got the ones that they never had a job. They always sold drugs. So those are the ones that get arrested right away. I was getting arrested for being a gang member,
right?
Never a drug addict.
Now, I saw you on the homie FKM. He did a small documentary. You guys need to go check that one out. They went to your neighborhood. You
FKM in the building.
That's the homie right there. So you guys did one with that, and I found it interesting. He said you had a couple homies with you there, and you were like, "Yeah, I get into arguing with this young guys," and you told them before they got into the hood, like, "Don't get jumped in, homie."
Well, see, I was doing like I felt since I got out of prison, dog. You know, I've always told the little homies like it's a waste of time, woo woo, and I let them know like, look, it's not a life that you want to live. Is this really what you want?
Right.
You know what I mean? And people get mad. People get mad like, just let them, you know? But hey, you know, I feel like I'm changing the world. I'm not going to say the world, you know, but I'm changing little things.
You're changing the cycle in there.
You know, by taking the time. If you catch 10, 20, you can't say that nobody told you. I told you.
Homie. Exactly.
But I can't say I told every single one. Just the ones that were around me. Now I don't really come around. I go to my hood. But right now I want to stay out, so I don't really kick it with the homies. You know, I got a bigger.
Caught up, homie. You get caught up.
I got a bigger vision for my future,
and that's a great way. But what you're doing is commendable, bro, because you're getting your past experiences, and anybody who knows, homie, that life ain't worth it. It just ain't. I mean, we can try to glamorize it here, 10 ways from Sunday over here, and say, oh, this is that. It's not a life you want your kids. It's not a life you want your son, daughter, cousin, anybody else. So you telling them youngsters that. It's a fact, homie.
No, it's facts. I'm not gonna lie to him.
Right, but it took you a while to figure it out.
Well, it didn't take me a while. I was just down for the barrio.
I get you.
And there's just those homies that are down, and there's the homies that are not. You know what I'm saying? I was just fully dedicated and fully invested in my hood.
That's right.
You know, and for a lot of years, like I said, I was on parole 16 years.
How did it feel when you got out?
When I got out and I tried to kick it, they were kind of campaigning against me. And one of my homeboys said, if you done more than the homie, be the first one to speak up.
Oof.
If you ain't done more than the homeboy, just shut your mouth.
Córtala, güey.
You know? So I felt like, yeah, that's good. True.
So what do your homies feel now that you're out there doing your thing?
Right now that I'm buzzing,
yes,
everybody's happy and everybody's proud. But it was like a uphill battle, dog. When I all this time that I've been trying.
Really?
Yeah, bro. Like the neighborhood, they don't really respect all that.
Did they think you were being too much of a clown, payaso?
Not even that, bro. Just being on camera itself.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I respect my neighborhood. I got love for my neighborhood.
Absolutely.
And the way I look at it is like this. I sacrificed most of my life for my neighborhood. I can do whatever I want.
Trucha, way.
Straight up.
Now as long as you're doing it within respectful way, which you definitely are, and you're representing correctly, homie. You're not out there.
I'm trying to open doors for the future, bro. I'm not shutting doors down.
So what do you got going on with Cult Media and Prime? Shout out to Prime out there.
You know what? I'm about to sign, I think, tomorrow. I'm going to sign for a whole year.
Okay.
That's what I need. That's the team I need. I see a big impact in the future with CholoJuan Media in itself.
Yeah, it's
the
definitely
networking part about it is going to be crazy. I'm going to meet people I will never meet.
Prime got a lot of connections.
You know? And I'm not going to lie, fool. That was one of the best ones on the camera. You know, that was just... I seen an interview he did for me.
That's right. Did it drop yet or not?
No, it hasn't dropped.
Who's the interview with? Can you say?
I'm not gonna say.
Really? Who's the interview with?
Hey, it's gonna be a surprise.
We'll get it off camera, homeboy. Yes.
It might be American Cholo. You never know.
My man. Hey, so what is your thing with them? Are you like, let's say you sign tomorrow? Is it
Look,
not money wise, but contract wise? What's your contract?
Matter of fact, I'm gonna say it like this. This is breaking news. The show was gonna be called. That's what the homie wanted. Did somebody say, hey, with CholoJuan? I feel like it's too hard to introduce it. So I'm just going to name it the Chalucas Show with CholoJuan.
I love it.
The Chalucas Show with CholoJuan. And basically, I'm going to be doing miscellaneous activities, which is going to be interviews, food reviews.
Going
I'm going to have my own show.
Okay.
You know, and I'm going to try to bring value to the...
No, you definitely bringing value to it. And how did you and Prime hook up?
You know what?
You find you on Tinder or something?
He started following me a while back, and then Kendrick Lamar posted me on his Instagram, and he's a huge fan, and he just reached out, and it's been good ever since.
That's dope, bro. No, I think that's a real great connection. Prime's got something special over there. I'm
not gonna lie, bro. I mean, my numbers speak for themselves. You know,
for sure. No, and it's a great thing. So you're going to be, but now are you going to be exclusive with him? Like, as far as, I'm sure eventually it's going to get to the point where people are going to want to pay you to come to certain events, which is cool. That way you're making money. You're going to certain places.
I feel like he's going to place me on the right spot. He has nothing but value to me and my brand. And I feel like I'm going to be successful with that team.
That's right.
And I love that team. I love what they represent. And we're trying to do more raza, more raza united than anything else.
And that's what
Spanish speaking and all that. That's what I mean by raza.
That's what I see in this thing. Now, what do you do to maintain your mental state as far as not doing drugs and all that stuff now? Because we all have stress, homie.
Yeah.
So what do you do to try to get rid of that stress?
I've always been the type to be as high as you could be and flush an ounce and not get high no more. I've had drugs on me and not get high, but I just got out of jail. You know what I'm saying? My son doesn't live with me, and that's the big motivation right there, bro. I'm working and working and working until I get financially stable.
That's right.
To where I could bring him home and I can see him every day. So that's my motivation, dog.
That's great motivation right there, bro. Now I saw you do a video, but I saw the thumbnail. I didn't catch it yet, but maybe you could speak on it. You said something about lefty gunplay and about responding to the guy that did a diss track on him. What was your take on that?
So my take on lefty gunplay is like this, bro. I feel like, no disrespect to the homeboy, he doesn't know me. I'm not cloud chasing. It is what it is. But I feel like I don't know how long he's been out, because he's been out for a while.
Right.
He didn't just get out yesterday, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like it got to his head, the fame. It was too fast. He didn't know. I feel like it was more like a game to him to disrespect the other side,
right?
Than a reality. It was more like, ha ha ha, look, F them. I'm never gonna go over there. You're shutting down doors.
Yeah.
But when he seen it got serious, I'm pretty sure his team behind him, I'm pretty sure he wanted to go back.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
And his team probably didn't let him. They probably guided him the right way, which that's what team is for.
Absolutely.
And I feel like it was a great move on Lefty Gunplay's part to not entertain that, because people could lose their life in the future over that.
Absolutely.
So I'm happy for him that he didn't go back, because he would have been responsible maybe by proxy for a lot of people's incarceration and well-being.
Do you think that, and not even speaking on Lefty, just in general, do you think that any artists from California, as far as Latinos go, will ever really blow up, as long as there's always some type of civil war going on over here?
Conejo's already up. Conejo's in the movies, dog. Once you're in the movies, he has a movie in Colombia. He has movies everywhere.
Conejo sí, güey. Pero
he's the homie, though. No, you can't get him out of that.
This is true, but we're talking now, let's say, new generation, young guy coming out and actually selling out SoFi Stadium, being something like Peso Pluma.
I mean, we already had Money Sign Suede. Eventually we're gonna get another one. Rest in peace to the homie.
Rest in peace to the homie.
The Mexicans have talent, bro. We've been had our own stuff, and not just Mexicans, bro. Just Latino America,
of course.
Because when you watch a novela, it's Latino America.
Simon.
In Mexico, we have saints from Peru.
Yeah.
San Martin de Porras. You know what I'm saying? The Virgin Mary goes all the way to Brazil. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's Latino America.
Yeah, I don't think it's so much the talent issue. I think a lot of time comes with the street stuff, man, that comes in here and kind of, either we find our great artists, either going to prison, dying, gang violence, but drugs.
It has to be like a survival mode. There's Richard Cabral. I'm a huge fan of what he's doing. He broke all barriers, you know what I'm saying? He came from drug addiction, homeboy industries. And to be honest, I don't even know if he got high. But I know he was involved in gangs.
Yeah, he was.
You know what I'm saying? He went to homeboy industries and he became famous. And he's on a whole nother level.
Yes, sí, güey.
Pero son homies, güey.
Yeah, for sure.
If they could do it, then other homies could do it too.
Absolutely, homie.
I'm not going to say that we're all going to do it, but maybe 2-3 out of 100. Why not?
Works for me.
And
I think that's why people love you, Juan, because you're so optimistic, homie.
It's a reality, though, dog. It's that's realistic. That's realistic. If they could do it, there's more homies could do it too. I would be tripping out if it was far-fetched.
Right, for sure.
You see what I'm saying?
Sure. Do you ever see a reality show in your future?
I don't know what's coming, bro, but it's gonna be good. You know, something's gonna be good, something's gonna happen, you know, and I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot of drama. People are gonna try to break me down.
Oh, for sure.
You know?
Fool.
But I got all the responses for anybody that comes at me. So as long as I stay alive and out of jail, I feel like something good will come.
How's the love life, Holmes?
You know, I got my baby's mom. I love her. Shout out to her. I got a stepdaughter with her. And then I got my son with her.
You guys are good right now? Or?
We're always been good. You know, there's been ups and downs. I'm not going to lie, you know?
Every relationship.
But, I mean, I struggle every day to make it work. I feel like as someone that's been in prison, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to make it work no matter what she's going through. If she's having doubts or whatever, I'm going to be there. You know what I'm saying? Everything's paid off. I pay child support.
All right, you know, good. You're stepping up.
Last year, when I had money, I was always giving her money, you know, for the boy. Now I don't really have it like that, so just paying child support, you know what I'm saying? So as long as that happens, I'm happy.
Good. Now, let me ask you a very important question, fool. Tell me yes or no. The longer the socks, the downer the fool?
You know what? I'm not going to lie. I got longer socks right now, bro. Hey, sock check. Sock check.
Hey, what's up with the shorts, my boy? That's a gangster, fool.
Shout out to my boy Icon.
Okay.
You know, he blessed me with the opportunity to be at his house. And he blessed me with the shorts that I thought that I would never wear because they got some type of pink. But it's the Loteria theme. You know, it's a very Mexican thing. And, you know, I'm wearing them. And thank you to him for blessing me with the shorts.
Hey, that was a badass, I don't know, I call it a freestyle or the music video you did with Icon. In the I don't know if it was the shot.
You know what? Look.
What was that?
I get mad at Icon.
Everybody gets mad at Icon.
I get so mad at Icon because he's so talented, bro. He's so talented. And I feel like he doesn't, you know, give it his all. Because on that scene, he had recorded my socks for a reason.
Right.
He didn't even include it.
Oh, he hating on you, fool.
I'm still mad at him for that.
I can't say he's hating, fool. He hating on your socks, carnal. He knows you're going to be too down, carnal.
Straight up.
He knows with that shot and that scene, you're going to blow up.
They were red.
Oh, that's why. That's why, fool.
Now, shout out to Icon, though. He's doing his thing, you know?
Yeah, he's doing his thing.
I'm surprised that he broke off from the food community.
I'm not surprised. Como me dijo mi compa, mi compa abuelo, rest in peace, dos perros no pueden morder el mismo hueso, güey. Like, you know, there's when you're especially that kind of caliber, I always kind of felt that Icon's going to eventually do his thing. Bro. Yeah. I mean, it's just inevitable. It's like, you know, you find...
So he reached his peak and then separated?
That's what I'm thinking.
I feel like the food community still has a lot of growth.
No, of course. It just, I mean... What's name's looking for somebody? He just might be the face. I mean, why jump around and look for everybody? But a lot of people don't want to be the face because then you get the heat for it. All right.
I mean, if I'm the face, I don't even care. You know?
So what else you got going on, man? You got any events planned that you're gonna go to?
I don't have no events planned.
How about if somebody wants to hire you for a birthday party, homeboy?
Hey, you know what? As long as the money is good, but I also gotta look. I also gotta look forward to my safety, bro.
Of course.
And I don't wanna. It's unfortunate what happened with Savage Studios, and I don't want somebody to be get obsessed with me and then try to like play me that way.
Fool. That happens, fool.
You know, I gotta be real careful, bro.
It's crazy.
I'm
bro.
trying not to get there, but I mean, obviously it happens.
The larger you get, the more like.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie though, dog. Like my trigger finger's not broken. Right. Last time I checked. But also, I gotta be careful.
Of course. I think what it comes down to, my advice to you is just ignore them. Whoever it is. Because I got people till this day on me making videos every other week about
I can't believe they try to smudge you up, perro.
They stay trying, bro. Bro, they've tried everything, bro. I don't know how many times, how many different people, and then people still...
Bro, I seen a video drop, another one, 3, 4, 5, and I'm thinking, like, it can't be, dog. Like, it's just he lives in his hood.
Yeah.
There has to be that benefit of the doubt. Where's it at, you know? And I made a little video, but I made it to where I don't think it's true.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I saw that one. I
don't think it's true. I I don't know why people are jumping into because you could doctor paperwork.
But it was gratefully doctored. Alonzo from Street TV pulled the actual paperwork and word by word was the same thing. And the thing with me, like in '96 when I got busted for, they raided my mom's pad over here on Gilmore in North Hollywood, right? They arrested my homies with me. So it's like the homies already know. My homeboy Rascal, rest in peace with me. My homeboy Chito was there as well. Myself. I got popped.
You're in your neighborhood.
Yeah,
you're in your neighborhood, and that's all that matters. Your neighborhood, being a solid barrio that I know they are, wouldn't let that happen, bro.
Homie.
So that alone gave me the doubt of believing the paperwork. And I know that somebody could doctor paperwork on me, and I hope that if ever happened, I get the same benefit of the doubt.
No,
you know?
you'll have the same thing. I've always told people it's very simple to find out if somebody's lying. Just look at them. If they're never with their homies, there's a problem. There's a problem, bro. Off top. With me, I'm not in there, but you'll see me with them when I throw advance to pull up all that stuff, right? So when you see guys that are never,
let alone if you're not in your neighborhood, if you can't go to your barrio, that tells you everything right there.
That gives you all the red flags.
You know what I'm saying?
But what that was is that is the amount. Hate will blind you, bro. Hate will blind you to the truth, and that's what happened to a lot of people.
No, I mean it's just I feel like there's master manipulators.
Oh, major, bro.
And it was just so easy for them to throw that out there. And people ran with it. You almost ended his career.
Yeah.
You almost ended his career.
Yeah, I stopped.
He came back, but it almost ended his career.
He snuck back in there, and then old boy wasn't messing with them either anymore. They'd separated ways, and now they're back to lovemaking.
But you know what? Now I feel like he's more careful.
Well,
it is what it is, his status, but he's more careful now.
The thing why I never pushed any issue with that guy was because he apologized for.
He did?
He apologized. He came out maybe a week or two later, whether it was a fake, I don't give a fuck, but at the end of the day, as a man, he apologized, and I had to respect it. I'm like, all right, fool, you want to apologize?
Yeah, he went all out.
Yeah. No, these fools were. If they had the budget, they would have fireworks going on out there. Hey, they were happy.
Okay, were you mad or were you laughing about it?
Oh no, I was pissed off. What do you mean, fool? That's some serious accusations.
Hell yeah.
No, there was nothing funny about that. I'm still pissed off about that. Like when certain people that still don't want to apologize, that's why I pressed up on them. Like, fool, you a man, you're supposed to be gangster, then apologize.
No, I seen it. I seen people wearing paños, reading the paperwork.
Yeah, come on, homie. You're supposed to be a schooled, seasoned vet and that'll tell you, fool, like a real person like me, I'm man enough to accept anybody's apology, fool. Even to this day, I'm man enough to accept an apology. But when you go out there, fool, you're saying I'm a child molester, fool. I'm a pedophile, fool. Here's his paperwork. Come on. And you're just believing, and you're supposed to be seasoned. No, the first thing you do is get at my homies. If that was true, hey, fool, I got this paperwork on your homie. First thing I would have got, like, hey, fool, what's up? Nah, fool. But most of the homies wouldn't even done that. They would like, fool, I know when this fool got busted. Like, come on.
No. You can't doctor something. On the internet, it will work.
Yes.
In real life, it won't.
Yeah, but
in real life, it won't. Why? Because we got lawyers, and all we gotta do is look, check this name out.
Give me the case file.
Give me everything on them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're gonna pull it up, or if they don't want to pull it up, they could tell you it's false.
But that is the YouTube yarda, fool.
That's what I'm saying. No, the YouTube yarda. Hey,
it's vicious,
you get removed. You get removed. Hey, there's some people ain't coming back, dog.
Hey, it's a cold world, homie. I'm glad you're here, part of the YouTube yard.
Thank you for
homie.
having me.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate you coming on.
Who do you think is the top 5 YouTube yarderos?
I won't even say, homie.
No.
Well, listen, as far as like podcasts, I would say for sure it's got to be Hood Stocks. I can't take that away from Hood Stocks. I would say. Hater World's a close second now because when you see his lives, dude, he's bringing some fucking numbers, bro. I can't deny.
Thanks to me.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Thanks to me.
You made him, fool. You made him.
I made that fool, dog.
I think definitely what's her name? Negra. Negra's got to be there because Negra pulls his numbers. And she's part of the other way she knows they're not, homie. Because, she's the Llavera.
She's the Llavera.
She's the Llavera,
Shout out to the homegirl Negra. She shows nothing but love and respect, bro.
With us.
And I'm going to have to use the restroom, bro.
Oh, yeah, okay. I am the warden of the YouTube yard, homie. So, but I want to say thank you for coming through. Let people know where to find you. CholoJuan, before you fucking take a leak.
I don't need no introduction. CholoJuan in the building. You know what it is.
There it is, people. And we are out. Appreciate you guys tapping in. And appreciate you guys for supporting the channel. Make sure like, share, and subscribe. And we're out.